Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Tool Show with me, Master Dan, the Journeyman shooter. And today we're going to do one of our coffee time segments here where we're going to do a little talk, and it's just a talk with a master level electrician over a delicious coffee, and that's what I figured I'd do with you this morning. And that's really good. I believe that's a caramel drizzle again, and as most of you know, why does Snoop Dogg drink this kind of coffee? Faux drizzle. No, I'm just kidding. It's a horrible joke, and I know I've said it a few times, but that's what life is. It's repetitive. History repeats itself, they say. So you might hear it again sometime, especially if I'm drinking more of the caramel drizzle, and it's good coffee. So why not? What was I going to talk about today? There's a few things that I was going to talk about, but I figured today the most important lesson, and this is one that's this is a tool that you will use on every job site you're on. You use it every day. It's a major part of your toolbox to have, but not just for your toolbox at work, but your toolbox with life. And it's one of those tools you can walk down the street and swing it left and right and wave it all over the place, and nobody will really think there's anything wrong with that, and that's pretty cool. And so have you guys guessed maybe what that tool is, or what you could walk down the street and swing left and right there and nobody'd know? Well, that's right, it's the smile. Now, the smile is a very important part of everyday life, basically. You got two choices. You can either frown or smile. And personally, I think the smiling does a lot more in life. It enhances everything, makes you more friends. People like a guy that smiles. And that's one of the things. I know there was a famous saying in one of my favorite books, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. One of the things they say in there's a whole chapter on smiling and how far you can get in life by just having a smile on your face. People like to have somebody around that makes them laugh or that makes them smile too. So, and you're a product of your environment. So more people smiling, that's one thing you can get out of the way. And in the book, they also say the expression one wears on one's face is far more important than the clothes one wears on one's back. And that's pretty important too, because you want to make sure that you're wearing a good smile, and that kind of gets you a lot farther, because you could be negative or you could be positive especially on construction. Negative thoughts hurt people, and that's one of the things from Home Improvement, the old show, the first ever episode. They say that is negative thoughts hurt people, and you got to be positive, and there's not much else you can do. But it's a gorgeous morning out today, and I figured we'd do our quick talk here, and that was about it. And so, the one part about that and smiling and being positive and doing all that good stuff is that you actually get stuff from it as well. Because I remember there's in the book too, the How to Win Friends and Influence People, they talked about Charles Schwab. He's one of the most famous people. Schwab, he's a really good guy. I think it was a steel mill that he ran for, I don't know, some rich famous person, and he's a great guy. He was really smart. He was an average man that kind of came from nowhere, but he used to believe that one of his biggest assets was his smile, because that's what got him the job, that's what got him friends, that's what made him contacts, and that's just an important thing. And I know it's just like when you see a dog, the dogs are always kind of happy to see you, and that's one thing about dogs that people like so much, is that a dog is always happy to see you no matter what you did. You walk in the door and that dog runs up and it makes you smile, and that's what it is. If you need to smile, you can always think of a pet, or you can always think of a family member, somebody that you love, something that makes you happy, and that's going to get you far in life, because frowning's not going to really get you anywhere. I know some people like that brooding look where you're down. It's like, oh, I can change that person. Nah, you can't change them. It's just another person in your circle that's down, and you don't need that. You need more positivity out there in the world. The world does need that, and positivity, that is. So yeah, you want to make sure you're being positive, smiling, and you can't fake it too, because a lot of people, they're not stupid. They'll find out as soon as they know that you're faking a smile. It's like, oh, this guy's not legitimate, or this girl's not legitimate, so let's move on. And then it's just basically you can't lie through your smile. And I know even the U.S. government, they used to suggest that people, when they, like the workers for the U.S. government, that when they answered the phone, they answered it with a smile, or during conversations on the phone, they would smile while they talked. And they said that actually enhanced the conversations. You could feel the smile through the phone, is one of the things they believed. And it's true, you can kind of feel a smile when somebody's positive and they've got a good story to tell, or something good is going on, and really that's an amazing thing. With a smile, you seem, I don't know, just a more genuine person. And that's it. That's kind of all I wanted to really talk about today, was just how to make a good impression and have a good smile. Maybe show little teeth. I know my teeth, I got punched when I was a kid in elementary school and it chipped my front teeth. And then I ended up getting them all worked on, and my smile's still a little bit weird, but that's it. Everybody's got a unique smile, and uniqueness is good too, because I remember my dad always said, you want to be a unique individual. There's 8 billion people on this earth right now, and it's tough to stand out in a crowd sometimes, so why not do a little bit different and throw a smile out there, defuse the situation, because somebody's angry or somebody, and I know sometimes this doesn't work, because if you're smiling at somebody that's angry, it's only going to make the situation worse, because in some countries it is, or some parts of the world, it is a sign of respect if you did something wrong to smile at someone and to kind of nod, but I know it makes some people pretty upset, and yeah, it's just not a lot of people are used to having somebody smile at them when they're upset with them, and it just leads to a whole other thing. But you got to be humble and respectful of everybody, and they won't get upset with you, and especially if you got a smile and a positive attitude, it makes it pretty tough for somebody to get upset with you, because you got to be a real I can't say on whatever we're talking on here what you'd have to be, but that's what you'd have to be able to get upset with somebody that's smiling and positive all the time and try to bring them down. Because that's, I know personally, I've had so many people, they're always upset that I'm positive or happy, and it's like, well, why are you happy? What are you so positive? And it's like, well, because I don't want to be negative. It's you got two choices every single day. You can wake up, be positive or negative. Which one do you think is going to enhance your life? And that's from Frog Logic. It's he's another good guy on YouTube here, and he's got a self-confidence training for Navy SEALs, and that's one of the main ones. Is mission number one on his missions is you got a positive attitude. That's all you can do. Put a smile on your face, go for a nice stroll in the morning, get some fresh air, get some vitamin C in the sun, and oh no, that's D. So vitamin C, I think, comes from fruit, and that's still pretty important. I was just watching a show on vitamin C with how the guy that kind of created, I don't know, he's one of the main promoters of vitamin C. He won 2 Nobel Prizes on his own for science, and then he kind of went overboard with his vitamin C, but it is still pretty good, and it does help out and makes you feel a little bit better. So, but vitamin D is really good too. So vitamin B12 is awesome as well, because that's what I kind of take. It gives you that energy, a little bit of, it helps your brain, because I remember I had a doctor that said, like, or it wasn't my doctor, it was a girlfriend that I had a while ago, and her doctor told her that she should be taking B12 because it does help with your memory. And as soon as I started taking it, it could be just the placebo effect, but I really don't care. It does help me, so, and it makes me think clearer, makes me talk clearer, and that's what it's all about. This is just a practice segment until somebody picks us up and we get super famous and super rich, and then we start building a tool line and clothing line, and then we help every construction worker that's really down out there and really change the world. So that's kind of the plan. And faux drizzle. No, just kidding. That's a classic. Okay, so that's it for Tool Show. I'm Master Dan, the Journeyman shooter. Get out there, put a smile on your face, and have a positive attitude.